welcome back. You're lucky because today you get 2 videos from me instead of just 1. And you gotta forgive me because a lot of the footage you'll see, all the footage you'll see apart from this, is old. I completed these 2 models and the other one I'm going to show you in the second video quite a long time ago, and I just haven't been using the footage to complete them. But what I've got is 2 Armiger Warglaives that I was working on alongside my main knight, the rest of which the series you can see up here. And what I've done is just put together the footage of completing them, getting all the detailing, and showing you how I made their armor colours tie in with the major one. And in the second video, what we'll be doing is showing you the different basing techniques I use to get them looking the way they are. At the presentation sort of reveal section at the end, the colouring doesn't balance too well, so forgive me for that, but hopefully you do enjoy the details. What I'm going to do is just take you through the process, and in the next video I'll show you the bases. Let's go.
It was quite a lot of fun to go back over the old footage of finishing these armigers, because whenever I looked at these videos I remembered that painting these was a lot more fun than painting anything else I've done, because the panels are just the right size that they give you enough fun detail work to do, but they're also not so big that they take forever to dry or forever to paint details on. And the heads and stuff as well were the same, because it was just a matter of like adding little bits of highlights here and there on a slightly larger piece of detail work than on a Space Marine, but nothing too big that you're spending forever on it. So it was good. It was good fun to do these and put them together after such a long time of seeing them sitting apart and waiting to be finished. Was really, really satisfying, because I think the aesthetic of having the uncovered, like unarmored head is really, really nice on these models, and leaving them without an armor panel, like unlike the large knight, gives them a little bit more sort of mechanic-y character, which I really, really appreciate. And here you can kind of see a bit of a demonstration of the armor panels, the quality of the armor panels that I like so much, in that it doesn't take too long to cover the whole thing, so you're not waiting, but you also have nice open spaces to put in details, which I will then move on to do. And that involved using just some base coated reds and dry brushing and stippling some black over the top of them to look like there was some char underneath the paint job. So I wanted this one, because it was the sort of main accented knight, to have a lot more detail in its paint job than the other 2. And what I did was dry brush the black on to create like a charred effect, and then I sponged on some gold paint to give it like as if the char was releasing something chemically active in the paint job. And I actually find myself really disappointed that I hadn't done this on the main knight as well, because the effect of the gold sparkling through the charred blackness was really, really nice to me. I quite enjoyed just seeing the outcome of something that I had played total guesswork with, and then obviously then we compared it to the other accent knight with the white side. I think they accent each other quite well, and that one has the messier, more chaotic color scheme, and the other side reflects the white purity and the straight lines of the main knight. And then basically from there it was on to just filling out the bases, because I didn't want them, these are large base panels, and I didn't want them to be completely devoid of detail, so I just used all the spare parts and all the little battle bits, and I filed down a Space Marine, and I just glued as much stuff as I could get onto the bases so I could create some character to the actual surroundings of these knights as well. And I wanted them to be thematically sort of accurate with the main knight as well, so I created this sense that they were walking across a battlefield where other knights had been felled. And then I moved to getting the flame color scheme that was going to match the main livery of the large knight. And basically, so the left side of the large knight, if you're looking at it, has that flame livery that has this hand painted aspect that the Knight House have painted their own designs onto the freeblade, and these 2 armigers are reflective of that, by each one reflecting the major part of the side it would flank in battle. This paint job's something I've been actually meaning to ask viewers about. Is the flame paint job as impressive to you as it is satisfying to me? Because I feel like it's good, but ultimately not many people other than me have actually looked at it. So it'd be nice to know what people actually think of how this turned out, because realistically the hand painted flames is something I'm really, really happy with, but ultimately from a third party it might seem flawed, or it might seem like something wrong with it. I do think that the Armiger has the best instance of it. The freeblade has too many sort of flat lines, and it's not even, well, it's too even actually, whereas this is a little bit more chaotic. And once you see the reds and the other layers of yellow filling in, it does seem a bit more like actual flame than something following a straight line. But realistically, there wasn't much else in the process of finishing these knights after I'd done the main detailing. It was all just finishing off the armor panels and doing any sort of weathering work that I needed. So rather than kind of delay anymore by showing you any more armor panels, I'm just going to show you quickly how these look, and you can move on to the next video to see the whole unit together. Let me know what you think down in the comments.